Fixed signs. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Messages, Spirit, please. Fixed signs. Gemini. Scorpio. Chaos. Aquarius. Well, the energy is predicted to be this way, so a new fixed signs hate change. So we'll start with Taurus. Those born on the 19th, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. Obstacles in your path. Confusion, not seeing things clearly. Children may be a problem, and travel. Yeah, because there's secrets. Somebody's in an unhealthy situation and they're keeping secrets. It's a massive disappointment. Someone is stuck in an unhealthy situation. You have to be careful what goes in your mouth, as in diet and medication, what comes out your mouth, as in words written or spoken. High Priestess, the tarot reader, the psychic, the medium, deep depression, massive secrets that won't be told. The carnival people, the travellers, those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. 5 months is mentioned. Stop wallowing in self-pity. You played your part in this disappointment. You aren't to blame, but it's time to leave the misery in the past. Stop crying over spilt milk and move forwards. Christmas is mentioned. The turkey and the heron are your animal totems. Yep, tick-tock. Time is running out. Divine timing is at work. Fate's going to take a hand if you don't. 8 minutes past 10 on the clock. But you're running out of time. There is a chance of abundance here and happiness, but you're not taking it. Number 30 is mentioned. Yeah, boundaries. Either you or someone else putting boundaries in place or needs to. Number 38. You are being called to create clearer boundaries in your life. This could be with your friends, family or work. Because saying yes when you really mean no leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first it might only be a little bit, not feel like a big deal, but before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you are left feeling depleted and resentful or taken advantage of. So saying no and having clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act. The most giving, loving, compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries. When they say yes and they don't mean it, it's a bad thing. When they say yes and they do mean it, they're able to give unconditionally. When your boundaries are clear, others know exactly where they stand and are able to give freely. If you're not clear about your boundaries, this causes confusion, resentment and energetic cords to be planted. If you're saying yes when you really mean no, you're likely needing something yourself. So ask yourself what part of you needs something from them. It could be a need for approval, a fear of being seen in a certain way, or a fear of loss. But you have to be true to yourself. The best way to gauge your boundaries is to check in with your belly. Your belly is a second brain. It has an intelligence known as your gut feeling. Tune into that space when deciding what is okay for you and how does it feel. What is it trying to communicate with you? Where in your life do you need to establish better boundaries? And be clear about it. Don't let people try to be mind readers. Tell them why your boundaries are in place and give them the option to do something about it. Leo, there is problems within the home and family life. 10 months is mentioned. Emotionally drained, over emotional. Something's wrong within the family unit. The cups are empty. Someone may be drinking too much. Yeah, because you're holding too tight, you're smothering people. Greed. Holding on too tightly to the outcome of a situation, how it's got to be. The old way of doing things. It's not doing you any favours and it's just making enemies of people. So there could be some harsh words said. Taurus is mentioned. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Possibly a Capricorn or a Virgo, but mainly Taurus. There could be some water sign energy there as well. 4 years is mentioned. You've made enemies by trying to control everything. If you hold on to things too tightly, what you resist persists. So you will lose something just by the sheer fact that you're trying to hold on too tightly. A change in the wind has to take place. Some of you may be moving home. Those born 1966 plus or minus 12, February may be involved. There is the ox, the year of the ox, but I can't remember what year it is, so you'll have to look that up. You do fear change. You're a fixed sign. You don't like change. Change is a must. Yeah, so you have to replenish yourself. You need to get away. Number 64. The most selfish thing you can do is to fill up your own inner well. We subconsciously look to other people and things around us to give us nourishment and the nurturing that we crave, but it's not going to help. Nothing can grow in barren land, and you're no good to anyone if you're running on empty, which you are. The feminine is bountiful, fertile and rich. Tend to your own well and watch the amount you have to give to others multiply. If your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside, like shopping, drink, like I said, chocolate, stuff like that. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for grounding and nurturing that we're not allowing ourselves. You have to find something that nourishes you that isn't an addiction. It could be gardening, it could be snuggling up on the couch, hiking, sipping a good coffee, attending a woman's circle or reading about sacred sites, spontaneous bike rides or walking along a beach. What nourishes you is your medicine, and when you give yourself the medicine that you need to be nourished, you nourish all those around you, for there is more than enough to go around. So do something to replenish yourself. Scorpio, there is unfortunately a separation, and it was a very loving situation, but now it's over. 2 hearts separated. 2 months is mentioned. For some of you, it's in its early stages. For others, it's a different meaning. But there is separation here. Justice will be served. A Libra may be involved. Yeah. It rules the loins and the marital home. Secrets coming out. Who was born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past date for your diary and address. Massively important in a positive way. And the number 11 is important. Christmas, the turkey and the heron. The tarot reader, the psychic, the medium. 11, 2 and 29, massively important in a positive way. There is a separation here that is emotionally upsetting. Justice will be served. Secrets will be revealed. Clarity will come to a situation. Yeah. You know deep down, Spirit are saying you don't need to be told. Number 43 is important. Wisdom and the angels are with you. Maybe you want to know why this had to happen. But that deep down, you know. Spirit are proud of you because you're already doing it. Very much so. You're doing exactly what you need to do, and they thank you. So, don't question things so much. You're on the right track. You're facing the right way. Stop overthinking it. Yes, it's happened, but you're closer than you think. You're exactly where you need to be, and things are moving at the perfect speed. Don't try and rush it. Now is not the time to be impatient. Now is the time to walk steady. There is no rush. What you are building is being built. What you have planted soon will blossom. With every new day, a new brick is being laid for you. You have come a long way. The foundations are steady. Now all that is needed is for you to trust and keep walking forward. If you thought that things should be moving faster enters your head, that is just your ego comparing your rising to someone else's. Comparison is not your friend, so stay in your lane, water your garden, and know that your time to bloom is coming. You're already doing it. Thank you. Keep going. Aquarius, once again, you're walking away. You're leaving what was once possibly a happy situation behind. So you may be moving on to a new job, but the old job was just perfectly good. It just didn't pay enough or something like that. It doesn't have to be emotional relationship. You aren't leaving any sadness behind you. You haven't caused any sadness. You're walking away from something. Starting out on a new path. Yeah, and you're feeling the fear and doing it anyway. So you may have been a bit scared, but you've decided, yeah, I'm doing it. You're turning your back on being on the outside and the isolation, and you're going towards something that you really want. It may be a big change, and you may financially, so it could be that you take a financial loss, or that you have to say if it was a relationship you would have to half everything, but you are feeling good about it, ready to take the risk, and like Dick Whittington, you don't care what people think. You're leaving the laughter of the others behind your back, because Dick thought that the streets of London was paved with gold, and he realised quite quickly that they weren't, and why people were laughing. But he persevered with his dream and became the Lord Mayor of London anyway, so you follow your rainbow. Don't be frightened. Take the risk. Feel the fear, do it anyway, and jump off that cliff on your way down. It's time to walk away. Do what you think is best. Take that risk. 5 years is mentioned. Those born on the 22nd, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a positive way. Yeah. You've been chopping wood and drawing water for long enough. Sticking in misery, or not misery, because it's not misery. It's boredom. It's feeling a lack, feeling left out, feeling like nothing's happening. And now it's time for you to move forward and follow your dream. Number 42 is mentioned. Yeah, it's time to get away. Take a break if you need to. You have to work to live, not live to work. Number 82. It's okay to take a break and enjoy your creations, to take a moment from your busy schedule to get off the treadmill of life, to appreciate and acknowledge all that you've created, achieved, released, or experienced before you rush on to the next thing. So if you're leaving one thing, relationship, work, job, whatever, take some time out before you start the next one. To be in the moment and enjoy where you are. Live in the now. To take a breath and regather your mind, body and spirit. To recalibrate, appreciate and celebrate all that you've achieved. To decide on what you really want to experience next. If you take a moment, you're not going to miss out on anything. Perhaps you've just completed a big project, manifested something significant in your life, or released an old way of being, or just burning the candle at both ends. Now is the time to take some time out before rushing on to the next thing. You did it, so enjoy yourself and recalibrate. Go on vacation and book a massage. Take long walks in nature and go away for a rejuvenating weekend to recharge and replenish. Take a break. So, they've just given me one download for somebody specific. If you have left a relationship, especially, and for some reason there is another relationship lined up for you, even so, you need to spend some time alone to reevaluate you and to make sure you're doing the right thing. The person that you're going towards will understand if that is what you need. You have to be clear about that. You have to say that, look, yes, I want to be with you, but right now I need some time to myself. Because whether you're happy or unhappy and you leave a relationship, you need to grieve the loss of that relationship. Otherwise, you will bottle it up and it will become resentment in your next relationship. So try and take some time out before you start. And the same with a job, really. Just make sure you give yourself a bit of time to adapt.